Heya had been considered strange by many local residents, and when asked, residents admit to being a little relieved he's no longer around. Jesus, don't hold back, okay, people? You know, speaking of the dead, not in this town. Let's play Not It, Spookiest Edition. Hello and welcome to Hula Noob Plays Short Indie Horror Games, and today I'm going to play a horror visual novel. I got the key, I got the secret from the developer Snowhaven Studios, and usually I'm not super into visual novels, but I think it's a shortish one. I'm not quite sure whether I'll play it through, but I definitely look into it, play for a while, so you can take a look at the gameplay, get a first impression, and maybe, you know, decide you want to play this yourself. And it looks really cool. It has a fun, cutesy visual style, but also apparently there's a switch where you can switch up the gore. I will keep the gore in. We'll see whether I will get to the gore. So yeah, this looks like really my jam, because I kind of like cutesy horror stories that are super dark and sinister. Don't know why. Huh. Anyway, let's start. This game contains violence and gore. If you'd like, you can reduce the amount of gore displayed in our artwork by selecting the option below. However, the descriptions of the scenes will remain the same. Let's go with the gore! Well, here we are. I made it just in time for Halloween too. Despite today being Halloween, I don't see any decorations as I drive into town. Maybe they aren't big on Halloween here. I pull into the driveway of my new home and get out. My furniture was already delivered, so all that's left is for me to officially move in. I'll need to pick up a few things at the store. I might as well take care of that now. The town is small, so it's just a quick walk to the grocery store. To my surprise, it's closed. That's what happens in small towns. That's why you don't move to small towns. Like, once you live to the big city, you can't move back to a smaller town because everything will be closed all the time. It doesn't work. I didn't think stores closed for Halloween. Come to think of it, the streets seem pretty empty. It's a small rural town, the main reason I chose it. But it didn't seem quite this empty when I saw the house before. There's a strange, lifeless feeling in the air, as though the town is almost abandoned.
Where is everyone?
Most people have already left.
I turn around at the sound of the voice and find myself facing a middle-aged man who looks rather puzzled to see me. Love that they all really into eyeshadow. You know, also, is that the mayor? He looks like the mayor in a game like this. That's like the mayor outfit and hairstyle you get.
Sorry, what?
Who are you? Are you a visitor?
Actually, I just moved here.
Oh, that explains it. You see, I'm the mayor, so I'm used to recognizing everyone here.
I see.
You picked a poor time to move in. Everyone evacuates on Halloween because of the curse.
I mean, I don't, but that's more interesting.
Oh,
What curse?
dear. You mean no one told you?
Wait a minute, the music is super loud. Okay, music volume. It really is, like Tench Frost always says, in indie games, the music is always so much louder than the voices, and I don't know why that is. Because in doubt, always put the soundtrack lower than anything else. Really, the soundtrack it can be important, but it's not as important as, you know, sound effects and voiceovers. Okay.
Told me what?
I thought I made it clear that everyone was supposed to... Oh, you bought the McKellis house, did you?
Yes, why?
Owen McKellis was intent on getting out of here. No wonder he didn't tell you about the curse. Probably thought you wouldn't buy the place if you knew.
Also, how old am I? I can already afford a house? Wow.
I still don't understand what's going on.
Let me explain. Many years ago, there was a tragic death. Let's leave it at that.
Uh-huh.
Ever since then, this area has been cursed.
How exactly?
On Halloween, his spirit returns. He seeks to possess someone and then gets his revenge on the town.
That has nothing to do with me. I kind of like that. Can this spirit leave the town? Why Halloween? Oh, I would love to do this, but I want to find out more.
It is the anniversary of his death.
So the spirit celebrates his death by wreaking havoc on random people.
I mean, I would do the same. If I died under mysterious circumstances, like, I want to haunt people. Why not?
Perhaps it is when his rage is most feared.
Just for the fun of it. Am I actually supposed to believe this story, or is it just a prank they play on newcomers?
Excuse me, I need to make my own preparations to leave.
He hurries past me, nearly knocking me over in his hasty goodbye, and all but runs down the street. That was extremely weird. It does seem like people have left town, though. There's gotta be someone else I can ask to find out what's going on. Ask at the church, not the police. The church seems like a good place to ask about curses, so I head to the church. It's nearly empty, although not entirely.
Oh, hello. Are you here to pray before leaving as well?
Lady, that's an outfit.
Not exactly. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I just moved here.
It's good to meet you. I'm Rita. Oh my, you picked a bad day to arrive, didn't you?
Apparently so.
I didn't realize moving in on Halloween would be an issue. I'm Katie, by the way.
Honestly, I wouldn't give a shit if I moved into a town. I mean, about the curse, maybe, but then I wouldn't try to find other people. I would be just like, well, if everyone's back tomorrow, I'll just hunker down in my house, hope that I don't get possessed, and that'll be it. Like, if it's just one day a year, you know, why even go to the... But yeah, that would be a boring game, so I get it.
You mean no one warned you about the curse? How terrible.
Huh. There really is a curse then.
Yes, and if you know what's good for you, you'll get out with the rest of us.
This is all so strange.
You have doubts, do you?
How did you know, Rita?
I have to admit I do, yes.
Well, just head over to the Historical Society, and you'll learn everything you need to know about the curse.
Oh, so they don't take the day off?
Thank you.
Interesting. The Historical Society, huh? Guess I should head over there and try to figure this thing out. I thought I'm already here, isn't that it? I found the Historical Society pretty easily, and to my surprise, it's still open.
Can I help you with something?
Considering the way the rest of the town is right now, I'm surprised anyone's here.
I'll be closing up soon. I don't believe we've met before, though. I'm Willow.
Katie, I just moved into town.
Oh my. And today of all days.
I was told I can learn more about the curse if I came here.
That's right. This is the Historical Society, after all. So you can find everything related to our town's history here.
And it's really true that people evacuate the town every Halloween?
Yes, it's been going on so long now. I'm amazed people around the country don't know about it.
This is so weird. Learn about the curse's origins. Look for evidence of the curse. You know enough already. No, let's dig into the origins.
Where should I look to find information about the curse's origins?
Oh, you'll want to look all the way in the back at the newspaper articles from the 1800s.
That long ago, huh? I head to the back of the room. There are documents and records of the town's history all over the place, but they become fewer and fewer the deeper I go. Soon I reach a small section marked 1800s. There's very little here, but a few yellowed newspaper articles have been carefully preserved. The first one is from November 1st, 1832. Hermit hiding on Halloween? 29-year-old Matthew Heyer, known to be a recluse by his neighbors, was reported missing late last night, Halloween, after his house was found unexpectedly empty by trick-or-treaters attempting to break in. Was there already Halloween in 1832? I wonder. Police discouraged the act of trespassing, but are asking anyone with any information on his whereabouts to report to the sheriff's office. Also, was there already police in the sense that we know it? I wanted to say traditional sense, but that's not what I meant. In the 1830s. I moved to the next newspaper, November 14th, 1832. Matthew Heyer found dead after vanishing on Halloween. Police had no leads on the disappearance of 29-year-old Matthew Heyer until last night. His body was discovered in the woods, roughly a quarter mile outside of town, by police just after nightfall. Evidence suggests Heyer had been beaten to death at an unknown location before being transported to the place he was eventually found. The investigation is ongoing. Another article from December 6, 1832 is carefully preserved beneath it. Cold case? It has been almost 4 weeks since the death of 29-year-old Matthew Heyer, and the police are still searching for suspects in his suspected murder. Heyer was reclusive, the sheriff said when questioned about their lack of progress. This makes it difficult to pin down his movements or any enemies he might have had. Heyer had been considered strange by many local residents, and when asked, residents admit to being a little relieved he's no longer around. Jesus, don't hold back, okay, people? You know, speaking of the dead, not in this town. So after a month of searching, they didn't have any leads and were considering dropping the case. The next few articles have nothing to do with the curse, only the town's history, but at last I spot the name Heyer again. What? This one is from October 20th, 1833. That's almost a year later. Heyer's murders finally caught. After a year, there's been a new break-in, the Matthew Heyer murder investigation. A group of 5 people, 4 teenagers and 1 adult, came forward Monday and confessed to assaulting and murdering Heyer almost a year ago. The attack took place earlier that Halloween night while Heyer was walking down the road back toward his house from downtown, after which they relocated his body to the woods. That's super strange. Some of the attackers state they came forward with a confession so long after the incident because, in their words, Heyer placed a curse on this town. According to the attackers, Heyer used his dying breath to curse out only his killers but the entire town, blaming everyone here for what had happened to him, and then he swore to get his revenge the next Halloween. Well, he apparently, stood by his word. There was something weird about him, one boy confessed. I honestly think he meant it. I mean, with his dying breath, I would mean every fucking curse I uttered. Even if I don't believe in curses, I will be like, I curse you! I will come back, not just hell, I will come back every single day and haunt this stupid town. The police have yet to comment on any supernatural implications of Heyer's death. Finally, there's one more right beside it from November 1st, 1833. Revenge from the grave? The 5 culprits in the Heyer murder who had been awaiting trial died late last night. The guard on duty shot all 5 of them before killing himself. Jesus. The officer had no known ties to Matthew Heyer, so his motives are unknown. He was possessed. Police declined to comment on the possibility that this was Matthew Heyer's promised revenge.
So that's how it all started, huh?
Talking to yourself, Katie? That's alright, I do it also. Look for evidence of the curse. Why would I look for evidence?
Where should I look to find evidence of the curse?
Evidence? That would be scattered throughout our history. 10 years ago is when the evacuation started.
Oh, that took quite a while. That took a long time. That took more than 150 years. 10 years ago, huh? Most of the documents and records on display seem to be highlighting the high points, or low points in this case, of the town's history. There's a man nearby reading some of them, but he doesn't look up as I pass. Finally, I reach a framed notice from about 10 years earlier. Stay safe this Halloween. In light of incidents throughout the years suggesting Matthew Heyer's curse on the town is real and will affect anyone within the town's borders, it is requested that everyone evacuate on October 31st. This evacuation is voluntary but highly encouraged. Police will help pay for any expenses. The The curse appears to be restricted to the town and its immediate surroundings. Going at least 10 miles away is recommended. It will be safe to return to town on November 1st. The police pay for people's expenses. They're really serious about this. Near the notice, there's a magazine article titled "The Halloween Curse: How a Dead Man Terrified Citizens of a Small Town." Do curses really exist? The inhabitants of this small town would tell you yes, without a doubt. The story of this curse goes back to a man who died centuries earlier on Halloween and supposedly cursed the entire town with desires for revenge. Ever since then, strange, tragic incidents have happened on Halloween. A prison guard who murdered all of his prisoners before turning the gun on himself. A mother who killed her children and 2 neighbors. A stranger from out of town who went on a shooting spree. The circumstances are always different, but in every case, the culprit claims to have no memory of the crime. As each Halloween passed with a new tragedy, people began to whisper it was the dead man's spirit possessing a person each year to exact revenge. Reminds me of that mini movie trilogy on Netflix this year. Was it this year? Last year? You know, there was also, like, always possessed and killing people. That matches what the mayor told me. The rest of the articles related to the curse document the incidents mentioned in the magazine article, among others. If something awful happened every Halloween, I guess it's not surprising they started to believe in the curse. No, not rereading again.
I think I understand enough now.
I don't.
Good, because it's actually about closing time.
Getting out of town to avoid the curse, huh?
Actually, I don't believe in the curse.
How do you explain all the evidence?
Evidence? It's all circumstantial. A few bad things happen on Halloween and people see a pattern where there isn't one.
Didn't something happen every Halloween, though?
Coincidence. Besides, once people started talking about the curse, that must have fed into it.
It's not the game. I'm just tired, sorry.
I'm not surprised you say that. Most people believe in it after all. I've gotten used to being the only one who doubts.
Achievement unlocked, believer. I'm not, but it fits to my character. Also, I think if I would be part of this town, like I just moved there and they all behaved like this and everything, I would be like, well, let's not be that character in a horror movie and outright be like, no, that doesn't exist, because then I will die. That always happens. So let's, be just open for the possibilities.
Doesn't it bother you?
Not really. Other people's superstition can't change what I believe.
How can you say that?
Dude, no one was talking to you, scared man. The man who had been reading historical documents turns away from the displays to fix us with a furious glare.
The curse exists. Doubting the curse is asking for trouble.
You know what's asking for trouble? How high your belt is on your trousers. But also, your crotch is also really high. That's... Oh well, let's just ignore that.
Calm down, Joseph.
Calm down? Disbelief like yours is what gets people killed.
I'm going to evacuate, so don't worry.
You evacuate even though you don't believe in the curse?
What else am I going to do? Spend the night all alone in an abandoned town? With everyone else gone, then there would be legitimate things to worry about.
Don't you people ever spend a night alone in your home? Like, I don't care if the neighbors are there or not. I really don't.
So if you need a ride, you're welcome to come with me. I usually carpool with my friend Rita.
Where do people go anyway?
Some visit relatives, some plan trips for this time of year. Most just go to the next town over, though. It's about 20 miles away. The motel there loves the business.
I'll bet.
The door opens and the woman I met in the church pokes her head in.
If anyone needs to carpool with me, you'd better hurry. Nearly everyone else is gone, and I won't wait much longer.
That's Rita. Since I don't drive, I usually
Yeah,
go with
let's
her.
do this. Carpool.
Don't leave without
New
me!
friends? New friends! He races out of the Historical Society, and Willow and I follow.
What in the world? My tires!
No. She stares in horror at the car parked along the curb. 2 of its tires are flat.
It was just fine a minute ago.
Oh god, it's happening already!
Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. We're all going to die!
Okay, Joseph, that's not helping. We can take my car.
Bless you, darling. You're a lifesaver.
They follow me up the road toward my new house. Can't say I'm crazy about this, but they're so upset I'd feel bad not helping them out. I mean, they wanted to give you a ride, also like making new friends in the new town. Apparently you are uncomfortable spending the night alone, so, you know. Wow. When we reach the driveway, I glance up at the house. Haven't even gotten to properly moving yet. Also, those windows are cracked. I hope you got someone to repair that. That's not good. Under the circumstance, however, it seems my official move-in will have to wait a little longer. I reach into my coat pocket for my keys. Huh?
Is something wrong?
My keys are gone.
What?
First my tires, and now her keys. It started already.
No!
How could the curse steal my keys? Yeah, that's just weird. They all stared at me.
What?
You're all acting like this is part of the curse, but how is that possible?
Someone must already be possessed, and they found a way to steal your keys.
Or maybe she's the one possessed, and she's lying about the
Jesus
keys!
fucking Christ, Joseph, calm the fuck down. Calm down, Joseph. Chill pill, or whatever else you need to just come on.
Seriously?
Okay, the music just got louder. Look at this. Look at this. It's so low, but I still hear it. It's amazing.
Hey, do you hear that?
What?
It sounds like a car engine running somewhere.
Is it my car?
A car?
And it's running?
They take off together in the direction of the sound. Willow and I follow. I'll be happy to get out of here. Things are getting just a little too weird for me. We find the car downtown. It's parked outside a small brick building with a sign that declares it to be the local inn.
The owner must be inside.
I just hope it isn't the killer.
As a group, we walk towards the indoors. A man is standing just inside the inn. Oh, summer loving, hand me a blast. Right?
Finally, some people. Say, what's going on around here?
What's going on around here? Oh god, that accent. I mean, mine is not better, but you know, I don't intend it for it to be better.
Who are you?
Can we use your car?
What's with you guys?
You must be from out of town, aren't you?
Yeah, the name's Vinny. Came here looking for a room, but there's no one here. This isn't in, isn't it?
He's so loud. The audio is a little bit wonky, isn't it? Oh yeah, and his accent's like, get... What is it? What is the one thing? Get out of here! Get out of here!
It is. But everyone else is already evacuated. We're the only ones left.
Whoa, evacuated? What's going on?
Never mind that, let's just go. Don't waste any time.
Yes, I quite agree. Vinny, can we use your car?
We're seriously evacuating the town? Sure, fine. You guys know more about it than I do.
Shaking his head, he walks to the indoor and pushes. I hope his voice doesn't blast your ears, because he's really louder than the others.
Huh?
Is something wrong?
Wait, but I think I can put him, Is he Vinny? I think he's Vinny. Okay.
Door won't open. Must have it backwards.
Okay, that's so weird. He pulls on the door instead, but it still doesn't budge.
What in the... You're telling me we're locked in?
What?
Joseph pushes past all of us and throws himself against the door. He struggles with it frantically, trying to get it open.
Panicking won't help. We need to deal with this logically.
Logically? Are you insane? We're still here on Halloween, and someone locked us in!
Oh, Joseph. First Rita's tires, then my keys, and now this.
Oh no. It's really starting to seem like someone is trying to keep us here.
It's happened already. He's already possessed someone, and we're his next victims!
It's definitely suspicious.
Stranger coincidences have happened in the past. We don't need to lose our heads over it.
Will someone lose their head over it?
Did you have to say it that way? Did you really have to?
Could someone fill me in? Did he just say someone was possessed?
As if you don't know.
Huh?
Joseph, what are you implying?
That it's him! That's what I'm implying! He's the one who lured us in here!
Whoa, lured? Get real.
If it wasn't for you, at least we could leave on foot. Now we...
A slow creak somewhere above us makes him fall silent. We all exchange glances. That sounded like someone walking around upstairs. Another creak comes from above us, followed by a thud.
Someone else is in here.
But no one came when I rang the bell.
It might have just been the wind knocking the shutters around.
Willow, come on. I mean, you don't have to believe in the curse, but come on. Come on! We wait, but there aren't any further sounds from the second floor.
Should we go see?
No!
I wonder whether Joseph's like this because of the 31st, or whether he's always like this. Like, should we share the bill? No!
Honestly, I think we should focus on trying to get this door open. That's our real problem.
Well, I'm going upstairs. Is anyone coming with me?
Rita, don't. You don't split up in a horror game. Let's go with her, though. I don't want her to go alone.
I'll go too.
Thank you, dear.
Leaving Willow, Joseph, and Vinny to work on the door, Rita and I head up the inn's creaky staircase. I didn't want to, to go on her own, so... At the top of the stairs, the hallway goes in two directions, with each wing of the inn having 4 rooms. I see that.
Hello?
There's no answer. The second floor is silent.
We should probably check the rooms, just to be sure.
I agree. Do you think we should stick together? We probably can cover more ground if we split up.
Rita! Shut the fuck up. You're in a horror game. You stick together.
It's probably safest if we stick together. Besides, there aren't that many rooms.
Good point. I suppose we should start from the beginning with room 1.
Like, honestly, it's 4 rooms, it's not... It hardly matters in an inn this size. We walk together into the left wing and open the first door. The smaller inn room looks cozy and also completely abandoned. We check the second room with the same results. We open the third door and look inside.
What the?
Whoop. A police officer? That's about the last thing I expected.
Oh, Officer Mac, I'm so happy to know it was you that we heard walking around up here.
Rita's accent is just... I hope no one from the south actually listens, like, oh my god, what is this? But then again, I think anyone from New York would be heavily insulted by Vinny's accent, so all's balanced out.
What are you folks doing here? I figured I was on my own.
Why, though? What are you doing here, by the way? What are you doing here?
Turning my own question back on me, huh?
Yeah, I saw that on Criminal Intent.
We didn't think anyone else was at the inn. That's why we came up here when we heard noises.
Frank fell down in one of the rooms and hurt his leg. I've been searching the other rooms to find something he could use for a crutch. Just enough to get him downstairs and outside.
Frank got killed by Officer Mike, who's possessed. And now he tries to cover it up. Oh yeah, that's it.
Frank?
He's the innkeeper.
Well, you might as well stop looking for a crutch until we know if we can get that door open.
What?
The inn door's locked, and we're stuck inside unless we can get it open.
That's odd. Let's go talk to Frank. He must know where the key is.
Mike leads us to the other wing into room 5. Inside, an elderly man is sitting on the bed. Oh, okay, so I'm just... I mean, you know, it's, statistically, it was pretty accurate what I was thinking.
Any luck?
Oh, Jesus, Frank, why do you look like this? God damn it, the fashion sense of some of these people here.
Not yet, but I'm afraid we have worse news. These folks say the inn door locked and trapped them inside.
No. Shouldn't be possible without the keys.
Where are the keys? I'll see if I can get the door open.
Doesn't the inn have more than one door? I mean, I know hardly any house that only has one door.
Always keep 'em with me.
He reaches into his pocket and tosses a set of keys to Mike.
The big brass one is for the front door.
Were you in here the entire time?
You think I'd be walking around with this leg?
I mean, I thought you fell just a few minutes ago. He points down at his leg. It's clearly bruised and swollen, but I can't tell how bad the injury is. So did he, like, is the leg naked that she sees that? Because under the pants? Oh, okay, whatever. I guess it's a bit much to think a man his age climbed out through the window to lock us in. Yeah, probably. Just...
Wait here, Frank. I'll be back for you as soon as we get the door open.
Also, I'm quite aware that me as Katie sometimes slip into Rita voice. I'm sorry, but I kind of dig it.
As if I'm going anywhere.
I love that no one from the voice cast is from the place where their character is from, and you can absolutely, like, I'm not from America, but I can hear it. And it's kind of hilarious. I love it. Downstairs in the lobby, Willow and Vinny are standing by the door. It doesn't look like they've made any progress. Joseph paces nearby, looking miserable and even more distressed than when we left. How is that possible? He was already at like 150% of stressed. They look up.
Officer Mike!
Getting a little crowded in here.
It turns out he was the one we heard. He was helping Frank.
I love that every single one of them looks like a serial murderer.
Frank's here too?
He hurt his leg, so he's still upstairs for now.
However, he has the keys to the front door, so we should be able to get out of here.
But if what Frank said is true, it doesn't make sense that the door could have locked behind us.
Keys? You have keys? We're saved!
Mike hurries down the stairs and over to the door while Rita and I follow. He takes the large brass key and inserts it into the lock. It fits smoothly, then he twists it and tries the door. Nothing happens.
Well, that's strange.
He tries again.
The key works, but it still won't open.
So it's stuck. Could be something...
Some sort of barricade set up outside? Well, that's possible.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Whoever trapped us in here would be stuck outside.
I mean, there's...
Unless it was one of us. Who came in last?
Have you people heard of windows? Or back doors? Or what is this hotel? Like, I saw a window upstairs, so...
Are you honestly suggesting one of us block the door from the outside without us noticing?
It was Vinny, though. Just FYI.
It's possible. If they set it up so they could pull it towards the door as it's shut.
You seem to have put a lot of thought into this, Joseph.
Not really, I just... Wait, are you accusing me?
Calm down, all of you. Accusing one another won't get us anywhere. Let's sit down and talk about this rationally.
You want to sit and talk? We should be finding a way to bust out!
If one of us really is possessed by the spirit of Matthew Hare, a situation like that is exactly what could give him the opening he needs to claim a victim.
Or for someone to panic and do something irrational. Yeah, Katie.
The best thing we can do is keep an eye on one another until morning comes.
He walks into the inn's common area and sits down. After a moment, the rest of us all do the same. I don't like being trapped here. Is there really a chance one of us did it on purpose? For a while, we just all look at each other.
Well, at least we can all agree that I didn't do it.
Why?
Whoa, you all came in after me. The door was working fine then. And you all had your eyes on me the entire time.
He has a point there.
Yeah, but how do we know you didn't rig it so it would break after a set amount of time?
Oh, come on. That's just... Come on. We're not in the Saw universe here.
You've gotta be kidding me.
We can sit around here throwing around what-if ideas all night, but it won't get us anywhere. Does anyone have any proof, any hard evidence that might point toward a culprit?
I suspect you, Officer Mike.
It was Willow.
What?
Excuse me?
You're the one who noticed Vinny's car. If not for you, none of us would be in here.
Joseph just... Ugh.
That's your hard evidence? I pointed out a car we might be able to use to escape?
But we couldn't use it to escape because we got locked in here. He has a point.
He doesn't have a point. Rita, your tires were slashed. How could Willow have done this? She was in the History Society, whatever, all the time.
You're always denying the curse exists too. That's the perfect cover for Matthew Hayer. Use your natural behavior to make us all lower our guard.
I'll admit, it does look like more evidence points toward Willow than anyone else right now.
No, Officer Mike. I personally think you're the culprit.
This is unbelievable.
Are you going to kill me?
Joseph, I will kill you, and I'm not even possessed by hairs.
No!
Lies. I know you are. I've always known I'd die this way.
Now calm down. No one needs to die.
What do you recommend we do?
Nothing.
Sorry, what?
If no one tries anything, nothing needs to be done. As long as we keep an eye on each other for the rest of the night, nothing can go wrong.
So better hold your bladders, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm certainly not going to try anything.
No, don't believe it. Don't believe it!
Calm down.
I've read the stories. I know how it'll be. You should wait until you fall asleep and then...
I'll wait until you fall asleep. No, you know what, Joseph? I'm not even waiting until you fall asleep. I will just strangle you right here, right now.
I will not fall asleep while guarding you. I promise.
Because you're the murderer, Officer Mike.
You can say that now, but we'll be the ones to pay the price!
He lunges at Willow, raising a hammer. Where did he get the fucking hammer from, Joseph?
No!
What? 2 guns fire at the same time? Who had the second gun? Vinny, probably. No, Rita. Joseph's body falls limp to the ground. Achievement unlocked, first blood. Who had the second gun? What? Mike and Vinny both have guns drawn, aimed at Joseph. Oh, I thought Rita, because she's kind of like church lady, conservative, southern accent. She has a gun, okay? Come on.
Thank you. God, thank you so much.
But were they friends with Joseph, or was he just a random dude? Because I thought Rita, Willow, and Joseph were kind of friends. So, I don't know. I would be thankful, but also a little bit sad.
I can't believe he tried to kill you.
I know. Oh my goodness. Does this mean Joseph was the one possessed?
I would like to believe so.
Just a minute. Why does this guy have a gun?
The commotion seems to have motivated Frank enough for him to painfully hobble his way downstairs.
Me? What's it to you?
Seems awfully suspicious.
Oh my. Now that I think about it, Vinny is the whole reason we're trapped in the inn.
I see. So there's a chance Joseph was merely
Oh my
frightened, not possessed.
Officer Mike, you're the worst. You're not good at your job, honestly. Hope you can still see me. Oh, sorry. I need to somehow sit comfortably. I have the most rickety desk you can imagine. And also my laptop, no, my screen is really wobbly. So everything is like, you know, a Jenga tower.
You're all nuts.
Please, stay calm.
Calm? I stop at a small town on my way home to be with my family. Nice little town to spend Halloween. Or so I think. Next thing I know, I'm locked in an inn with a bunch of crackpots who believe one of them is possessed.
Things have been pretty strange around here, though.
Nothing has happened here tonight that can't be explained away by paranoia.
He has a point.
Yeah, actually has.
Yes, I quite agree. There is no curse. Everyone is just letting their fear override their common sense.
You have no real reason to suspect me of anything.
Then you won't mind sitting with us here all night long. Yes?
I don't want to be rude, but it seems to me you're awfully eager for us all to stay together overnight.
Is there a problem? Seems like the safest solution to me.
It's just, we'll probably fall asleep, but you're trained to stay awake even when you're tired, aren't you?
I don't think so. I don't think that police get a special training to stay awake.
I can assure you I'll be awake to protect everyone.
It's called coffee, Rita. You can do it too.
To protect us? Or to kill us?
He doesn't need a curse to do that. What? Did anyone say anything?
You actually suspect me?
Matthew Hayer could possess anyone, even you.
Have I given you any reason to suspect me?
Well, you're suspicious.
Well, it just occurred to me that you were upstairs when we got here, only we didn't know that for a while. You could have done something to the door ahead of time to trap us in here.
That's absurd.
It is possible. Katie, you're going with the wind, aren't you? Like, wherever it blows, you're like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that could also be, yeah, definitely. Maybe it's Frank, because he's so unassuming with his hobbly leg.
I hate to mention it, but I couldn't help but notice how interested you were in picking someone to blame too.
What are you talking about? I was trying to get to the bottom of this whole thing.
Still, if all we have to do is sit together, it doesn't matter who we think is possessed. Asking so many questions just makes us suspicious of one another.
That's true, Frank.
Fine. What do you want me to do?
I think I would feel much safer if you were locked in another room.
Rita, that's not the way to go.
You want to lock me in another room? I suppose the rest of you will be out here together? Doesn't anyone else find it just a bit suspicious that Rita wants me, the person who has vowed to defend all of you, locked up so I can't reach you?
What are you implying?
She jumps to her feet. Mike also stands. He draws his gun. Mike! Can you just... what? She doesn't even have any weapon.
I'm saying I think the real person Matthew Hayer is possessed is you, Rita.
No. It really is you, isn't it?
Vinny jumps to his feet as well. He has his gun drawn again. He aims it at Mike, but he hesitates. Any second now, Mike will shoot Rita. But why? Damn, they have tension where none tension should be there. If Vinny shoots him first, we'll save her, but Mike might die instead. No, I don't want, like, I don't want anyone to kill anyone. Mike knows what he's doing. I don't believe he's possessed. His plan was a good one, and Rita's objection is suspicious. We have to trust him.
Don't do it!
Vinny glances at me, then slowly lowers his gun. Mike fires his gun. Mike! It hits Rita in the chest, and she staggers backwards. Achievement unlocked, double kill. Mike!
I don't know what you were planning, but I won't let it happen.
I wasn't planning anything.
Mike fires again. Mike! She's just poof. Damn, Officer Mike. I was right, but I didn't want to, like, I generally, no, I don't like killing. You know, that's just a thing. That's just a thing. This is horrible. When Rita goes still, Mike turns to us.
I'm sorry.
You really think it was her? Oh, no voiceover.
I don't know. She might have just been scared like Joseph.
Also, you know, Mike, Officer Mike, I know you're police, so you might not know this, but you have other tools in your belt than just the gun, like, you know, handcuffs and stuff like that, you know, zip ties. You can just fix a person and that'll be it. You don't have to shoot anyone who disagrees with you. Just, you know, FYI.
Guess we're all sitting around together tonight after all.
I like how everyone's so calm when apparently Mike will just shoot anyone who is remotely agitated.
Yes. Yes, I think that is for the best.
I sure hope it's over. Also, you know, no matter the curse, Mike killed 2 people. How Joseph, he was attacking someone with a hammer, I get it, but with Rita, that's just murder. That is just outright, she had nothing to defend herself with. It's a long, tense night together. I don't manage to get any sleep at all. When morning arrives and all of us who were sitting together are still alive, not everyone, Katie. There's 2 bodies in your room. It's a welcome relief. Soon people begin returning to town and they're able to break us out of the inn. And hopefully, you know, lock up Mike. Technically, this is my home now. I should get on with moving in as I'd intended to. But the memories of what happened at the inn still haunt me. Everyone says we were lucky to get away with only 2 people dying. What? That's not normal, people. They consider us fortunate. It's not. I don't feel fortunate at all, yes. One way or another, I'm getting out of this town as soon as I can. Maybe then the nightmares will stop. Oh geez, achievement unlocked. Too spooky for me. Oh, okay. I know there's more to play. There are different endings and stuff like that. So maybe I will do that at some point. But so far, I will leave it at that. You know what? I thought this was it was super entertaining. I thought with the gore and less gore thingies there would be more gore, but maybe because my choices were more on the safe side. But I enjoyed this. This was really funny. You know, and with the voiceover, here's the thing. I made fun of it, but I think for an indie game, it was pretty good voiceover. Like, the voices weren't flat, they were really emotional, and I could get they got the characters across, and I kind of like that they were a bit more on the campy side. I think that really helps to make a story like this more entertaining. So I really enjoyed that. I love the whole people locked up in a place with a killer in between them. It's one of my favorite genres of thrillers / horror movies. So I really enjoyed this. I thought the animations were really lovely. Yeah, all in all, super fun. So I will put a link to this game in the liner notes in case you want to play this as well and see what the gore is about. And also, thank you so much for watching. Sorry. If you like this, you can like this. You can also comment on it. How would you have decided? Who do you think was the... I mean, it was probably not Officer Mike, although it probably was. I mean, he still killed... That's even worse, isn't it? Officer Mike was probably not the one who was cursed, but he was the one who killed most people. So it's kind of more horrible to be the one who killed the most people, even though he wasn't even possessed by the murderer. Jesus, Mike, come on. Yeah, but what are your theories? And what are your decisions? What did you disagree with any of my decisions? And what was your favorite character? I think Rita was kind of cool. I think she was pretty amazing, even though she died at the end. Poor Rita. Anyways, yeah. Also, if you're new to this channel and you kind of enjoyed this, I usually play a lot of short indie horror games. So visual novels now and then, if they're shortish, which this one was. But in general, it's more other horror games. I don't really discriminate. Well, with the exception of stuff like shooters, you know, or the kind of games where you're just getting chased and you have to find your way out of a labyrinth or whatever. That's not really my jam. I'm more into very story-heavy horror games, so if you like that and you liked whatever I did here, then you can subscribe. And I promise you, if you think that I'm cursed, I will not shoot you. You know, I will disagree with you because I'm surely not cursed. But I will not shoot you. We can discuss this out. We can just sit in this room in the inn and just calmly talk about it. Or loudly, you know, but no weapons involved. promised. So, subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe see you next Halloween. Pow pow. Pow pow pow. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.